All the chat, all the people in the chat. Hello, chat. Hello, all. Stepping on more candy. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well today. Yeah, it's Saturday. It's Sunday. I took a day off. Just slept mostly. It was nothing fun, nothing eventful. Anyways, I hope everybody is doing well today. We have our regular Sunday Court Watchers Anonymous meeting, which is starting right now. Thank you for being here on time. I saw a mug today in the store. Hi, Lucy. It said, what did it say? It said something like, oh, I can't remember now, but it was something like, I'll get there when I get there, or on time is when I say so. Oh, yeah, maybe that was it. On time is when I say so. Lizette, be careful traveling. Chris Engelby. Oh, first, Chris, thank you so much. I saw that super chat. I gave it a like. Uh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, thank you. I don't know what's going on today. I'm feeling a little discombobulated, to be honest with you guys. Feeling discombobulated. But thank you again, Chris. Courtney's here. Michelle's here. Good. Jonathan Miller's here. Did I say I got mugged at a store? No, I saw a mug at the store today. Also, I purchased some M&Ms just to prove that Smarties are different. I still have a pack of Smarties. So later on, we will compare the Smarties versus the M&Ms. These are candy coated milk chocolate. This is milk chocolate candies. You know, the difference, the things that are different. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, and members only. So we have members only after this. It's going to be very interesting. We have some fun stuff to look at. So yay! It's been 3 months, Jonathan. You got your 3 month thing. I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much for all your support as always. So we are going to watch some Bond Court today, mostly because I was just a wee bit lazy. Oh my God. I know I forgot something. Okay. Has anybody tried Celsius energy drinks? We just got them in Canada, but I know that you guys have had them in the States for a while. Do you like those? Double blind taste test, Courtney? I could tell you. Oh yeah, Lucy, we've talked about this before. At our Court Watchers Anonymous meetings, we do not encourage you not to watch court. It is just basically lip service. And if anybody needs to have this for court, let me know and I'll write you an official sounding letter. Grim, thank you so much. It says become, but you've just stayed a member for 3 whole months. How exciting. Um, okay, so I gotta get my drink, but has anybody had the Celsius drinks? Because I saw one today in the store and I bought one, but I'm not. I like the energy drinks I already like, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try it out. Um, like I said, we're gonna be watching some court today because, yeah, this is not a meeting for people to be kicking court. This is a meeting for people to watch who love watching court and whose families say, you watch court too much. You can be like, you know what? I go to a meeting every fucking week about that. And then if they ask more, just say, do you want to come? And that then usually they'll say no. You got a watermelon one? Okay, I'll grab mine. I think it says tropical vibe on it. We all know I love tropical vibes. Sashina! Oh, I love it. 3 months. It's rolled over. Um, yeah. So what did I say, Erica? I can't even remember now. Um, Michelle's got to go to the servo. Going to the servo. She's in Australia, obviously. Christy Davidson here. Welcome. Oh, we're watching court. That's what I was saying. Oh yeah, court. Oh, the meeting. That's what that's what Erica's gonna use, right? The meeting. See, now I remember. Yeah, you do. You go to the meeting once a week. We do. And we can talk about how we're powerless to our court addictions if we want. Or we can just watch more court. That's what I want to do. Woo, Beverly's got it too. 3 months. You guys are, oh, geez. Thank you so much. Okay. Downloads. Go to your downloads, Paisley. Click open the file. That is where you keep all the court that we watch all the while. Okay. Sorry. Still unmedicated, just so you guys know. I know. Judge, wait. I know, Lucy. Sometimes it's like I can't even get into that shit. Oh yeah, I saw it, Cellulite Yoga Pants. Here's what happened. I saw the video. I didn't see the video. I saw the messages and I was like, okay, those are good. That's a good idea. I'll download the video. So I download the video. Then I went to the news article and I was just scrolling by accident and I saw a picture and I felt my eyes get so wide and I was like, don't! You're gonna ruin it. You want to do this in front of everybody. So I just clicked out of the article. I didn't even read any part of it because I just was like, and I think that's the look that you guys are wanting to see me react to. So that will be members only for today. If anybody's wondering what we're talking about, Cellulite Yoga Pants has kindly introduced me to the world of homecoming moms. Or I'm not even that sure. I didn't do any more research. I just will learn about it together. That is also to say, I believe that next weekend we are going to be have Mikey on the show and we're going to be looking at mutton busting. So, I have to run that by him, but I think we said that's a-okay. And I think that he would be perfect to introduce me to what that is. And maybe do some Southern translating for me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so we are back into Clayton County, Georgia. Hi, Tiny Piggy, by the way. MB is here. Mutton busting, not muffin busting. um, Mutton busting, I've seen that before. To be fair, I've seen it before on one of the channels that I watch where these two British guys saw it and they were like a little shook. And I feel like I might be a little shook. Yeah, if we want to have a muffin busting, kids riding sheep, yes. Juan, welcome. Can somebody write that Juan showed up to the meeting today? If you guys, again, if you need me to keep track of these meetings for you, make some notes, make some comments. I'll refer back to that as proof that you're here. Instead of a sign-in sheet, comment on the video later. Anyways, so we're down in Clayton County, Georgia. We love Georgia. Georgia. I want to go to Georgia, but I also am scared to go to Georgia. Hi, Amanda. Um, I think we all know why. They don't take no shit down there. So we'll just wait till things get, you know, legalized a little bit more. Anywho, what did I say? Oh, M&Ms, we have that. Oh, the thing that is happening, we'll talk later. We'll talk about that later. Let's get started on court. I was gonna skip the instruction part because she's gonna go over everything with so many people. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we just skipped 30 minutes of that, 37 minutes of that. Thank God. But I love Florida, Amanda. I love it. Georgia. 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 Also, I checked. Apparently, I'm the only one around here that says process. And like my ex-boyfriend, who's my roommate, I was like, hey, did you know that? Like, can you say process? And he was like, process. And I was like, oh, why do you say it like that? And he's like, no, you say it wrong. I was like, well, how long have you known that? And he was like, you've always said it like that. And I said, why didn't you tell me that? And he was like, oh, it's not my responsibility. I was like, okay, well, thank you. People now on the internet are mentioning the words I say wrong. He goes, you say a lot of shit wrong. I was like, well, and then I used the same explanation, which was a fish processing plant. He's like, it's a fish processing plant. So yeah, there's a great disagreement there.
Have been charged with 3 misdemeanors. Give me one moment. Let me log into the system.
You can go back and derecho, que choque a la pared, y la cosa ahí, pero si siete en la pared,
All right, so Ms. Morris.
Presentation. I would say I've got to give a presentation at the office tomorrow about the process of adding new people to the computer system. And that would be normal for me. I have in my Bubba mug today a cold ice. I'm gonna add my drinks to it now, but this keeps things really cold as well. Juan, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yay, 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 yay. Lisa Figalicious bought her first diamond painting project. That's exciting. I love diamond painting. Thank you so much, Juan. Seriously, Streamlabs, what are you doing, dude? Can you just like, please? Like, it's so embarrassing. But Juan, here, hold on. Can I like it from here? No, I can't. I really like it though. I appreciate the super chat so much. I am just so embarrassed about Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Oh, Courtney might have pushed it through. Yay! You brought your donut funds. Thank you, Juan. Juan remembers. When you're late for the meeting, bring donuts. Love that. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna hit play. The second I hit play, you understand that it will come up.
You have been charged with speeding. I set that bond at $100. Driving under the influence.
See? Yay! Speeding? Is that what they said? Speeding? Okay. Don't speed.
That bond is $1,000, and failure to carry license, that bond is $100. So your total bond amount is $1,200. You understand your charge and your bond?
Yes.
Streamlabs! I know, he just thinks everyone becomes a member. Nobody's becoming members. They're all been members for a while. And thank you again, Tiny Piggy. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Juan. And thank you, Chris Engelby. And thank you, everybody else who had membership things. Also, her hair does look like 2 boobies on the top of her head.
Okay, your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. I have that scheduled for March 19th at 8:30 in the morning by Zoom. And that is only if you're still in jail. So if you make this $1,200 bond before March 19th, you won't have to show up at your preliminary hearing. Because by bonding out, you've waived it. So there's no point in us having a hearing to determine if you should remain in jail, because if you bond out, you're no longer in jail. Also, you can make the decision today to go ahead and waive that March 19th preliminary hearing date by signing a waiver. You don't have to, but you can. All it does is move Move your
So Sheena, do you have two windows open? That sometimes happens to me when I'm like excited about something and I have one two open, but there shouldn't be an echo.
case along a lot quicker from magistrate court to state court where your case will be handled. Do you want to sign a waiver, waiving it today, or leave it scheduled and let it fall off on its own?
I waive it.
Okay, go ahead and sign the waiver. And I'm going to indicate in the system that you're waiving it as well. And so just make sure you check your mail, because your next court date, which is arraignment, where you plead guilty or not guilty, you'll get that by mail. Okay, so keep up with your mail. I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. And I am appointing an attorney to represent you, Ms. Morris. So you will have counsel present with you at court. Do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
No.
Okay, you may.
Thank you, Erica. Appreciate that. Okay, so these are the two. This one I already opened. I've already committed. This is the one we're drinking. But I bought this Celsius one. I see nurses all the time drinking Celsius. Tropical vibe, sparkling starfruit pineapple flavor. I don't think I'm gonna like, but awesome. Yeah. Is it fizzy? Can somebody tell me if it's fizzy? Oh, I don't like zero sugar. I really like sugar. See, I have a feeling I'm not gonna like this because I think it has aspartame in it. Well, it doesn't, but I don't like it. I can tell. I've made a predetermination that I don't like it. For some reason, I do like these Red Bull ones, even though they are different. But yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Excuse. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will sign on it. Then you come back.
My name is Tamari Phillips.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Phillips. Give me 1 moment. Let's see.
Oh my God, her hair is red. Kelvin, you like absolute Jonathan. Ah, oh, that's funny.
Well, we're not, they want to go and see this one. You on the right channel? Yeah. I hope you do.
Okay, so Ms. Phillips, you have 2 charges. You have simple assault, family violence, and then you also have simple battery, family violence. I set the bond on those matters at $100 a piece, so your total bond amount is $200. Do you understand you're charging your bond?
You guys.
Okay. Now, there is a special condition on here. Because your brother is the named victim, I'm not allowing you to have any contact with him while this bond is in place. So Tyshawn Phillips, your brother, you are to stay away and have no contact with him directly or indirectly or by social media, text, email, phone, nothing whatsoever. Do you understand, Ms. Phillips?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your next court date is your preliminary hearing date that will take place if you're still in jail on March 19th, 2024 at 8:30. We will have a preliminary hearing to determine if you will remain in jail. But if you make this $200 bond before then, you don't have to come to that hearing because you're no longer in jail. You've automatically waived it by bonding out and no longer being.
Parson, thank you so much. Did Erica lure you here from Discord? Thank you. Appreciate that. This is our Sunday Court Watchers Anonymous meeting. Hi, each and everything. Yeah, this is a fun time on Sundays. Sunday fun day.
Being in jail.
Yes, ma'am.
Because most of us are better off than the people we're watching on the screen. And I think that's secretly why a lot of us watch this and enjoy it, because we're like, well, fuck, your life may be fucked up, but it's not quite this fucked up.
You also have the option of signing a waiver today if you want to go ahead and waive that court date, or you can leave it scheduled and it'll automatically waive when you bond out. Do you have a preference? Do you want to sign a waiver to waive that court date or leave it scheduled? Okay, so I will leave it scheduled, no problem. I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. I am approving that request. So you will have an attorney at no cost to you representing you in court. You have any questions for me, Ms. Phillips?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you may be excused, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Hi, Mimi. What's up, girl? Not much, girl. We are having our Sunday meeting. What does everybody have for dinner, by the way? Tell me what you have for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had for dinner. I am currently having Red Bull for dinner and breakfast and lunch. That's not healthy, Paisley. That's okay, Paisley.
Come on, let's read. State your name now.
Rhonda Reed.
Shit, does she have two black eyes? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Reed. Okay, so Ms. Reed, you've been charged with one misdemeanor, that's disorderly conduct. That bond is set at $1,500. Do you understand what I've said so far?
Yeah.
All right. You do have the option of waiving your next court.
Hold on. How much did they just say was her bond? 1,000 what? How? Judge, I gotta go back. Tell me the number.
Okay, so Ms. Reed, you've been charged with one misdemeanor, that's disorderly conduct. That bond is set at $1,500.
Okay, $1,500 for disorderly conduct. I'm sorry, but did the person who was not here before, the lady who was here before, not have two charges of something domestic and get a $200 bond? This is stupid to me. That doesn't make sense. Giving somebody an unattainable bond just to keep them out of trouble, aka in jail, is not fucking good. And it might be a $1,500 10% option, but the other lady's just got a $200 one. 10% is $20. I'm just saying, I don't like it. I never heard of such a low bond for the other lady, but now I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I like that, Mimi. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Appreciate the super chat so much. Streamlabs is so behind. It will pop up on the screens shortly, but thank you very much. Shiba dog in samurai armor holding a golden trophy. I freaking love the descriptions of them. Sometimes, thank you so much again, Mimi. That's awesome. I know we don't know her prior history, Lisa, but I'm just saying, I don't like it. I don't like domestic situations not being taken seriously. Even the first time that's a serious situation, I think that warrants more than $100, just to be frank. And then disorderly conduct. Well, again, let's just hope that she gets a lawyer. She could have 10 FTAs. She could. But she could also be caught up in the judicial system of whatever. That's not helpful. She just doesn't look well to me. It just doesn't seem right. Anyways. But, Mimi, thank you again. Why is it not here? Courtney. Oh, I love you.
Dollars. Do you understand what I've said so far?
Yeah.
All right. You do have the option of waiving.
Finally! Thank you, Mimi. Appreciate you. Yeah, she looks messed up.
Waiving your next court date. Your next court date is your preliminary hearing. That's currently scheduled for March 19th, 2024 at 8:30 in the morning. That will take place by Zoom video conference like this hearing today. And that's if you're still in jail, we'll have a hearing to determine if there's enough evidence to keep you in jail. Now, you do have the option of signing a waiver today and waiving that March 19th court date, or you can leave it scheduled and let it waive on its own once you bond out. Do you want to waive it today or leave it
I want to
scheduled?
pay the bond.
I'm sorry, you want to do what?
Pay the bond is $1,000, so what is it, 100?
So your bond is $1,500.
Oh, so it's like $100.
It's been
Well, it depends. So what you're gonna do is if you're gonna go through a commercial bonding company, they will tell you how much to pay them in order
Okay,
for
I'm
them
gonna
to
call my brother. And
Oh,
pay the bond.
okay.
I'm
That's
gonna call my brother.
okay, that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave your court date scheduled for March 19th, okay? If you bond out before March 19th, then you won't have to worry about coming back to court on that date. I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney, and I've granted your request. So you will have a public defender to represent you throughout your case at no cost to you, okay? You have any questions, Ms. Reed?
No,
All right, take care.
Yeah, take this with you.
You got a son? No.
Good morning, may I have your name?
Good morning,
Romano.
Nataki Thomas.
What's your name?
Nataki.
Nataki? Like Takis? Not Takis. No Takis here. What? Hold on. What's her name? Oh my god.
Thomas.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Good morning,
Romano.
Nataki Thomas.
What's your name?
Nataki Thomas.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I had you in the wrong stack. One moment.
Yeah, the Nataki stack is over here and it's fucking weird. That's a hard name to have. Listen, girl, as a Paisley, I feel thankful that I'm not a Nataki. No offense. Oh, that's so terrible.
I guess so.
Okay, here you are. All right, so Ms. Thomas, you have been charged with one misdemeanor DUI, alcohol less safe. I've set that bond at $2,000. Do you understand your charge and your bond?
Yes.
Okay, so
What's CC, Bob?
your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. I've scheduled that for March 19th, 2024 at 8:30 in the morning. It will take place by Zoom video conference, and that's only if you're still in jail on that date. If you're still in jail on that date, we'll have a hearing to determine if there's enough sufficient evidence or probable cause to keep you in jail on this DUI charge. Now, if you bond out,
I think closed captions come after the live. It would be very hard for me to make closed captions ahead of time because I don't know what I'm going to say. So I couldn't, you know, do that. But YouTube Daddy does it later, but after the lives. I have it like turned on. Coca-Cola. Oh, Coca-Cola. Country Club, chocolate chips. I think let's go with chocolate chips at the Country Club. Open mic, no, we are not. Oh, like digestives. Carbon copy. Oh, CC. Carbon copy is CC. Um, I know, Lisa, and I feel for that. I wish I could make it better. I mean, I guess I could go back and listen to myself and type out the closed captioning, but I don't think that's a good use of my time. I try and speak clearly and loudly. But I thought you were saying credit card, and I'm like, no, I don't have a credit card. I wish I did. A prepaid one that somebody else paid. That would be great. Super great.
Before March 19th, there's no reason for us to have that hearing because you've bonded out and you're no longer in jail. So by bonding out, you've automatically waived it because you're not in jail. You also have the option of signing a waiver today to go ahead and waive that March 19th date, to move your case along from magistrate court to state court, where then after that, you'll have your arraignment hearing. And that's where you'll plead guilty or not guilty, and your case goes on from there. That's the next step if you waive your preliminary hearing. You can waive it today, or you can just leave it scheduled, and by bonding out, it gets automatically waived. Do you want to sign a waiver to waive that March 19th date, or do you want to leave it scheduled?
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, so you will receive a waiver there in front of you. Just sign it, indicate that you're waiving that March 19th date. And what will happen is you will receive a new court date in the mail. So make sure you look out for that in the mail. And like I mentioned, that will be for your preliminary, your arraignment, okay? I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney at no cost, and I am approving that request. So you will have a lawyer present with you in court. Do you have any questions for me, Ms. Thomas?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you may be excused, ma'am. Have a good day.
You got time? You got time?
No.
Whatever.
Good morning, my name is Sincere Wright.
Your name is what? Sorry, you guys. I just got something on my phone that is so cute that I'm just about to die. Sorry, I can't share it. You know how people are like, please don't share my personal business on your social media platform. And I'm like, okay, fine. But I literally am like about to die. Did she just say her name is Sincere? That seems like a gamble for a parent, you know? Go with Sincere and then see how we do.
Good morning, Ms. Wright. You were charged with one felony offense of theft by receiving stolen property. I reviewed the warrantless arrest affidavit that the officer filled out, and there's just not enough information for me to sign off on this warrant, so I'm dismissing it.
Big D from a lady judge. Oh, you guys, Big D in the chat, please. Look at this for Sincere. We're sincerely dismissing your charges. Big D. Oh, I didn't think we were gonna get one. I didn't think we were gonna get one. Oh, woo. Big D's in the chat. I love it. I love it. Wow. Again, this jurisdiction, are they really bad at paperwork or what's going on? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Will sign a dismissal order, and once the jail processes that, you will be released. Now, I will say I can't guarantee that the officer won't come back and take out a new warrant, but based on what's in front of me today, I just cannot sign off on it. It doesn't have sufficient probable cause. So I'm dismissing it and you'll be released.
Thank you so much, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, with the second lady back there.
Good night, ma'am.
Are those all the ladies?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's all the ladies, all the single ladies. Thank you, Cellulite Yoga Pants, for 3 months a member. The big D's are when we get a dismissal, Mimi. Anytime we got a dismissal, we throw the big D's up in the chat. And we just got one. Felt good. Felt good. Felt real good.
That's perfect.
And yes, I could hear it coming ahead of time. I don't know why, but I can feel the dismissals. I feel them. Feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. When judges are dismissing, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
All right, so I have Dominique Arnold.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right there, so you want to move the podium. The other four, you sit down.
Let's go, fellas.
That's right, going back to 601.
Mr. Arnold.
Let's go, fellas. And yes, there will be a members only. I should sing jingles as in like I'm good for about 2 bars of music. I think that makes sense. My best friend is a musician. And I've told you guys this before, like I was shook that she practiced, but of course she practices, but like you know.
It's bees for me.
I can't sing because my best friend's a real musician. Like real musician. Like I go and watch her perform sometimes. She plays at really nice hotels. Like Fairmont hotels. She's super classy. So classy. So classy. Yeah, because she can really sing. And I can't.
And if you press, be not need to write anything down. State your name for the judges.
Yeah.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Arnold.
$64 for a pack of smokes, or are you serious for 25 cigarettes or 20 cigarettes, Michelle? How many cigarettes was that? You can't be serious. It can't be 64. I mean, that would literally be cost prohibitive. She's a pianist, she's a singer, she's a guitar player, she plays all the instruments and sings, and she is she can play it all. She can do all the song, all the music, all the songs. Yeah, like I just bought, yeah, I mean, I can buy, are you serious? Holy fucking shit. I literally just bought an ounce of weed that was cheaper than that. She's in Australia, which makes sense. A multi-instrumentalist. She is a multi-instrumentalist and she is a singer, and she used to be a choir director, and she worked on board cruise ships as a assistant cruise director and a performer. And she used to work with me. I was her boss, which is how we met when we worked with cruise ships together. But so she is very multi-talented. She has amazing abilities, and she will go. I think she's going to Banff in at the end of this month for the season for a little while. Weed's illegal, but they sell cigarettes. Well, that's absolute robbery. I'll tell you that. I mean, how could you even smoke them at that price? Seriously, I don't know about it. You could. That's what makes people smuggle. That's what makes people smuggle. You know what I mean? Or grow their own tobacco, for God's sakes. I mean, a a pack of 20 cigarettes in Canada would easily be $15 to $20, and that's not a problem. Like I understand that, and that's still expensive. Back when I smoked, it was $10 or $12 a pack, and it was still expensive. But you could get really cheap cigarettes for like, really cheap. Or when you went on vacation, you would buy cigarettes. Can you get cigarettes, bring them back duty free, Michelle, if you leave the country? I imagine if you leave for long enough, you could bring in duty free. I mean, that would be worth it. To take your max, to have everybody take their max, right? I mean, I remember going on vacation sometimes and people buying packs of cigarettes for $1. Oh, I saw that, Jonathan. Jonathan, did you notice that he then went and stole an airplane? That was a crazy story. I watched that one. Yeah, he stole the cartons and then stole an airplane or tried to steal an airplane. You have to claim them and pay the tax. You don't get any duty-free cigarettes at all. Even in Canada, we get duty-free cigarettes. A little bit. But American cigarettes are way stronger than Canadian cigarettes for the most part, so and I don't smoke anymore. But back in the day, traveling around getting cigarettes for cheap. Also, you can go to like a native reserve here and buy cigarettes for cheaper too. But
Okay, you have been charged, sir, with one misdemeanor offense of criminal trespass.
There is a misdemeanor.
Yes, criminal trespass, family violence. After reviewing,
whoa, what? Criminal trespass, family violence? Is that 2 charges? What the fuck is 2? I know, Courtney, by the way, I talked to my ADHD is fucking rampant today, by the way. But a carton is 10 packs, right? That's 200 cigarettes. 10 packs of 20. I have not smoked for a long time, but I used to smoke a pack a day. Easy. 305s are a brand of cigarette that are made in Miami. I learned that the other day. I gotta see, and again, I don't like smoking and I don't miss smoking, but I like smoking weed. So I will do that.
the affidavit completed by an officer, I just do not find that there is probable cause to keep this charge. So I am dismissing.
Whoa, what the fuck? Holy fuck. Another dismissal. You guys, another dismissal. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. We gotta go back. Did I hear that? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Arnold. Okay, you have been charged, sir, with one misdemeanor offense of criminal trespass.
There is a misdemeanor.
Yes, criminal trespass, family violence. After reviewing the affidavit completed by an officer, I just do not find that there is probable cause to keep this charge. So I am dismissing it. Once I sign the dismissal order, the jail will process it and you will be released today.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good day.
You have to see.
2 charges dismissed. Also, I'd never heard of that charge. Criminal trespass, family violence. What is that? Breaking into the house to commit family violence? I'm confused. I'm confused, but I'm happy that we're moving along. We're moving along, ladies and gentlemen.
He's in.
Next one.
Go back to where I was at.
And they'll come get you this afternoon.
You need to sign.
No, man.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Yeah, he got dismissed.
State your name, sir.
Good morning. My name is Bashan Best.
Good morning, Mr. Best. I can barely see you. Can we raise the camera just a little? Okay, well, that works.
Yes. There you go.
All right, Mr. Best, do you know what you were charged with?
Yes, ma'am, but I'm having a
Okay, hold on. Don't get into it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Michelle, here patches are free. If you go to the doctor or call the number usually on the side of cigarettes. And there's like they'll give you medicine to quit. The government will. Because they understand, especially in Canada, and I would imagine Australia too. It doesn't make any sense, but why wouldn't they want to cover that cost? It's so much less to like, you know, deal with in terms of costs later on for the healthcare system, rather than. So I would actually look into smoking cessation programs funded by local governments, local health authorities, or local anybody like that. Honestly, they may not advertise it very well, but I almost guarantee you that there is an organization that does that. Hi Mike. Oh, we've been thinking about you. But seriously, in Canada, I know it's just that simple. There is literally like a number that you call, and then you can go to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist will provide you with the smoking cessation tools. Now, there is a limit. Obviously, you can't be taking everything forever, but at least the first time as well, they'll give you a hand with that. Um, how did I quit? I quit using two really different methods. So, the first method that I used to quit was getting pregnant. I got pregnant, and obviously I had to quit. The social implications of being pregnant and buying cigarettes, smoking cigarettes, etc., was just like not something I wanted to deal with. Who has indoor chickens with diapers? That's fucking weird. But so I I was pregnant, so I knew I had to be very careful. And in Canada, we had a very big issue with thalidomide uh, for babies. And so I was really hesitant to take anything while I was pregnant, especially in the first trimester, in order to quit smoking. And so I did use silly putty. Weird, I know, but I needed a hand occupation. This was before fidget spinners, and I needed something to occupy my hands. And I'll be honest as well, I smoked weed. And I didn't stop smoking weed. Uh, I cut back a lot, but that was what helped me with my morning sickness a lot. But I I quit smoking cigarettes like that. So using the silly putty in my hands for like I guess the whatever it is. Night, Jonathan Hart. Um, for the hand mouth sort of thing. But nowadays, I would maybe recommend starting with a vape and then working your way down in terms of THC percentage if you want to quit smoking. Just start vaping and allow yourself to vape all you can and get rid of the physical cigarettes, and then keep going, keep going, keep going to less and less and less actual nicotine included until finally you're just on no nicotine, just vaping, and then work your way down off of that. But that's pretty much the way I would say to do it. But I think in Australia, they've banned vapes. So I don't know what the rules are with that. Anyways, let's keep going. As a reminder, we do have a members only tonight. And yeah, poop fence. Poop fence. That's a good idea, Amby.
I don't want you to get into it. I'm just asking, do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
I cannot set bond today. I am going to schedule a separate bond hearing date. And that bond hearing date is going to be scheduled for March 22nd, 2024 at 8:30. There needs to be a hearing with other individuals involved in that hearing to determine bond at that time. And then on March 20th, 2024 at 8:30, there will be a preliminary hearing to determine whether or not there's sufficient evidence to keep you in jail on this charge. So you have two court dates, March 20th and March 22nd at 8:30, and they both will.
Oh, last thing though is whenever you're quitting anything, so I didn't use this when I was quitting smoking, but I used it when I was quitting pop and then other things. There's an app I used called I Am Sober. Bit of a misnomer, but anyways, you can input anything you want, and you can also input a price, so you can actually keep track each day of how much money you're saving. And then sort of use that as a benchmark to look at. And there's all these different quotes, and it lets you sort of check in every day if you want. I Am Sober. That's the app that I used. And I really liked it. And I used to use it quite a bit, but nowadays I don't even like, I'll go into it once in a while and be like, holy shit, look how much money you've saved since, it's been like 3 years since you did that. And yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Anyways, Mimi, night night. Thanks again for the super chat. Appreciate you. The app is called I Am Sober. I Am Sober.
Will take place by Zoom video conference. I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. So you'll have counsel present. They'll be able to talk to you and hopefully resolve this matter.
Thank
Do you
you.
have any questions for me, Mr. Best?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I quit pop, Jonathan Miller, because I thought that it would help me. Well, and here's the thing. When I quit pop, I didn't quit caffeine. I took caffeine separately, but I quit drinking Coke. And I quit for almost a year. I lost no weight. In fact, I may have gained weight. And I was not happy. I was unhappy. And so that, in fact, is something that I have gone back on. I now drink what I want to drink. And I know that if I want to lose weight, I need to exercise and change my diet, and not necessarily just the sugar calories that are in Coke. I know there's lots of them, but it's not like as I was really hoping to like shed 20 pounds after cutting out Coke and be pretty happy with myself, and I fucking didn't lose any weight, and I quit the pop, and I was just so mad. Just mad and miserable.
Okay. Take care, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Next.
Hello, Mr. Lane.
Just state your name.
My name is Pierre Sharif here.
Definitely, you can let.
Your name is what? Peter Sharikarer? Honestly, what is with the names today? I can't even handle it.
All right, Mrs. Sharif Sharon, let me pull up your case in the system. Okay, sir, so you've been charged with misdemeanor driving while license suspended.
Hold on. I don't normally have candy in the house. I went out and bought these for you guys. Candy's not my problem. Mayonnaise and cheese is my problem. I like both of them. Sour cream too. Basically, full fat dairy products are my problem. Brie cheese, white bread. But candy, no. I mean, these have been here now for a couple days. The biscuits, I have been eating the biscuits a little bit, but the digestive biscuits. But other than that, like everything else is still pretty much there. Like I didn't eat any more of the chocolate, what's it called her? Coffee crisp. My brain does not work. Ugh.
Bond is $1,000. You've been charged with misdemeanor, simple battery family violence. That bond is $3,000. You have a misdemeanor, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. That bond is $500. And you also have a felony charge of being in possession of a Schedule I controlled substance. That bond is $4,000. So your total bond amount is $8,500. You understand the charges in your bond?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a special condition because you have this simple battery family violence offense. I'm indicating on here that you can't have any contact with the named victim in this case, Gina Jean Charles. You would stay away and have no contact with that victim. Understood, sir? Okay, your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. I've scheduled that for March 20th, 2020.
5 days before my birthday, March 21st. I don't know how YouTube gets paid twice for the ads. YouTube pays me once, maybe for the ads, a couple cents. I appreciate you guys putting up with that very much as a small business trying to make it. And yeah, cheese, like honestly, cheese curds, I fucking am just dreaming of cheese curds. I know that Mikey got in the mail, like it as a gift for Christmas this year, some sort of cheese basket. That is now my sort of life aspiration goal to have somebody send me that. Um, hashtag life goals, hashtag soon.
At 8:30 in the morning. If you're still in jail on March 20th, we'll bring you up and there'll be a hearing just like this one by Zoom video conference. I did also receive your application.
Oh, I understand what you mean, Lisa. Okay. YouTube gets paid to see yeah, but what happens is I get paid when somebody with YouTube Premium watches the videos. My theory is that YouTube takes that money and gives it to the YouTube creators. It's not very much money, I'm going to be totally frank with you, but it is an amount based upon YouTube Premium watchers. It's not, I think that that's how they would get around that they're not being paid to, like, they're passing that premium along. Part of it, anyways. But again, I get it with ads. And I do agree. I appreciate YouTube Music as well, and also background play for YouTube Premium. Those are like my two favorite things. But yeah, and I agree. YouTube doesn't give me anything; I earn it. But yeah, it's hard. It's just a hard balance to strike. It's a hard balance to strike. We're still learning. Pay for iHeartRadio. I thought that was like that was a company. In Canada, that's just like a company.
Application for a public defender, and I have approved that request. So I've appointed an attorney to represent you. You have any questions, sir? Okay. Well, you may be excused. Have a good day.
State your name.
Brandon Christ.
You said Brandon Crank?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so Mr. Crank, you've been charged with 2 misdemeanors.
The one thing I will say is if you use Opera, I shouldn't be saying this, but there are different browsers that you can use that won't skip the ads, but they fast forward through them, basically. So I use Opera as my browser, if you look it up. And what happens is you'll notice when you go to play a video, the ad will pop up and it'll slip right through the whole ad. And then, so it looks like you watched the whole ad, but it takes about 1 second. And then the video starts. But you don't have to click skip. And the creator, I believe, gets the entire proceeds of the whole ad being watched. So sometimes it looks like I've watched like 3-minute ads. But, that's the most advice I'll give on that. And this is not advice.
First one is simple battery. That bond is $1,000. Your second offense is obstruction of an officer. That bond is $500. So your total bond is $1,500. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you do have a special condition. It is to stay away and have no contact with the officer involved in that situation. That's Clayton County Police Officer W. Pounds. So just don't have any contact with him. He's the named victim in this case. Your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. And if you're still in jail, it will take place on March 19th, 2024 at 8:30 in the morning. And that's only if you're still in jail. It will take place by Zoom video conference. If you bond out on this $1,500 bond before March 19th, you won't have that hearing because you're no longer in jail. You've automatically waived it by bonding out. Now, you do have the option of signing a waiver today to go ahead and waive that court date ahead of time. It doesn't.
Hi, Ed. You're late, but we'll allow it. Cellulite yoga pants. I very much appreciate that. Seriously. Yeah, I very, very much appreciate you guys being here, supporting the channel the way you do. And again, remember the best things in life that can help me in this channel are free, weirdly enough. Likes and comments. Those are the free ones. What else was I gonna say? Okay, I think I should take a break. Political ads on YouTube? Oh God, MB, I hope not. I don't want to be I don't want to be responsible for the ads that are going. No, being a member doesn't stop the ads on any channel, except in members only, where I don't turn the advertising on. Yeah. Also, one day if the channel gets big enough, I'll lower the price of the members only as much as I can. Mikey said that too. I don't want to make any commitments, but it's on my mind. I don't like charging. I don't like having. I know it's not e-begging, and I know it's not begging, but I don't like relying upon people that out of the generosity of their heart. But I mean, it is the way that it is, and that's how the system works. My girlfriend reminded me, she's like, it's a bit like busking. I'm like, I guess it's a bit like busking. No, we're not going to members only, Ed. Don't worry. We're still here for a while. And we have amazing people that gift memberships. Yes, Brian, we are really lucky with that. Truly lucky. Okay, let's keep watching this. After in a minute or two. Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm done my well, I would like to say I do try and do members only once a week. I know we skipped last week because of the Super Bowl. That was my fault, but we do it pretty much every week. And I do like 6 shows. I do 7 shows a week total. And that's giving me 1 night a week off, which likely I won't be taking because I was lonely last night. I missed you guys on a Saturday night. I'll say that. But e-begging is like my car broke down and I need PayPal. Yeah, I guess so, Parson. Like, to me, like the fact that my paycheck now comes from YouTube Daddy is somewhat difficult. But again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you can't donate or don't want to, that's okay too. I'm just glad that you're here. And that's actually really important. I don't even care if people necessarily subscribe, but that's very helpful if they do. We went on a bit of a stagnant run this last 2 weeks, you guys. Normally, it gives me a little bit of a boost when I'm like, oh, we got like 2 more subscribers, 3 more subscribers. Yay, yay, yay. And then last week was like, oh, you lost another one, hey? Oh, didn't gain any, lost 1. Okay. Oh, gained 2, lost 2. Gained 1, lost 1. Yeah, YouTube Daddy's a fickle master, and I am a masochist.
Affect your ability to bond out. You'll still be able to bond out by signing a waiver. It just moves your case from magistrate court to state court a little quicker. And your next court date after that would be arraignment where you plead guilty or not guilty. But it's up to you. You can sign a waiver or you can let it waive on its own once you bond out. Do you want to sign a waiver today or keep it scheduled?
I might be minding out.
You said you just want to say, keep it scheduled?
Yeah, I might be minding out. You said
Okay.
1,500 though?
1,500 is your total, okay? So I'll keep it scheduled. Once you bond out, like I mentioned, it will be automatically waived. And so I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. I was not sure if you were indicating that you weren't working. Do you have a job?
Mm-mm. No,
No?
ma'am.
Okay,
I'm still in
All
school
right.
right now.
Okay, understood. So I am appointing an attorney to represent you, Mr. Crank. So you will have counsel present with you in court at no cost to you. You have any questions, sir?
Mm, no, ma'am.
Okay, you may be excused. Take care.
State your name.
Wait, Paul.
This is what I drink when I don't want to drink pop, but I want something fizzy. I'm gonna assume that this is Canadian, but this is Montpellier. It's just fizzy water, just carbonated water. Wow, look at how much that makes me red, just having the blue in the shot. That is so interesting. I don't understand how cameras work. Okay. Anyways, this is probably gonna spray everywhere. It always does. But this is what I'm gonna drink now for a little bit instead of trying to justify another energy drink, which I cannot. And look at Beverly. Oh, you got it for Lizette. Jonathan, no. All of our paper money is the same size. I will see if there's any paper money in this house. I don't have any paper money, but my roommate might have some paper money that I could show off. I will go and check here in a second. Anyways, so fizzy, 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 fizzy. RGB, so more blue makes the auto color try to compensate with red. Okay, see, but it was crazy to me that just being in the shot, maybe in the forefront of the shot, yeah, it's pretty much there that it pulls the red. Very interesting. Also just like reminds me of when I was such a noob and I used to have this flashing light over here that changed colors and just how shitty that probably was on the on the whole thing. Anyways, let's keep going. Let me go see if there's any money to show you. I doubt it, but
Okay, so Mr. Crawford, you have been charged with 2 misdemeanors. Disorderly conduct, I've set that bond at $500. And possession of marijuana less than an ounce, I've set that bond at $500. Your total bond amount is $1,000. You understand your charge and your bond? Okay, now your next court date, if you're still in jail, your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. And I've scheduled that for March 19, 2024 at 8:30. And it will take place by Zoom video conference like this hearing. And that's only if you're still in jail. If you bond out before March 19th, you won't have to worry about coming back to court. Now, you do have the option to sign a waiver here today to go ahead and waive that court date ahead of time. Do you want to waive that court date or?
B! Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's true, Vicky. Let's hope not. Let's hope that Vicky gets one. Oh, we're all looking on. So dang it. Thank you so much, MB. Oh my gosh. Can I give memberships? Hold on. Let me go see if I can give it. Vicky, go make sure memberships are turned on. I don't know how to make sure of that. It's probably gonna get choppy here. So give me 1 second. No. But I might be able to give away some gift memberships as well. Remember last month they let me do that? I don't know if I can do it this month. Hmm. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Oh, so slow. It's so slow. It's on. Okay. Hold on. Let me. Oh, it's really choppy, I would imagine. Hi, Mayor. Oh my God. Okay, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna be able to give 5 memberships away. I'll try right now. Oh, you guys are gonna laugh. I got an ad too. It it went through because I have that pro. Hold on. Come on, here. Just stop. Also, hi, Mayor. I'm gonna hit play on there. I don't know if I can. It's just not letting me do anything here. Engage with my audience. Show my support. Membership gifting. Oh, yes. Okay. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I don't think Vicky got one. I'm so sorry, Vicky. I'm trying really hard. We can't pick who they go to. I think that you're probably right, Vicky, that if you've paid before that it likely won't give you one. And I think that I understand why in a way, but I also get it that sucks. And I wish I could make it happen. I can't. I might be able to. Never mind. No, mods don't get into members only for free. Um, they can't go in if they're not members. But let me think on it while we finish this. I may have an idea. You know me. I love to bend the rules. Thank you again, MB, by the way. And thank you, KCC. Woo! 5 memberships. Also, hi, Robbie.
You want to leave it scheduled?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and, do the bond and automatically waive it, right?
Right.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, so you just want to leave it scheduled and once you bond out, it waives this?
I need to just let it waive on its own. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so I'll leave it scheduled. And then I received your application for a court-appointed attorney and you indicated that you're gonna hire your own attorney, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Okay, well, that's all I have. You have any questions, Mr. Crawford?
That's it.
Okay, take care.
Next. Take your name to the judge, please.
Jason Gippert.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Gippert. Do you know what you were charged with, sir?
Not everything, no, ma'am.
Okay, so you were charged with 1 felony count of failure to register. I am not setting a bond on that.
Oh, we don't like that. Erica, thank you. Chopping onions. um, And cock in, everybody. Yes, please. Uh, let me see. Well, so he failed to register. That's not a good one, folks. Not a fucking good one. The judge is declining to issue a bond. See, they don't fuck around when you don't do your thing. You know? Oh, my cloud of smoke was cute. I try not to do that live, but
Charge today. I am scheduling a separate bond hearing date for that. That bond hearing date is going to be March 22nd, 2024 at 8:30. It will take place by Zoom video conference, just like this proceeding.
Do we have any other slides?
The second court date that I'm going to give you is called a preliminary hearing. That court date is going to be March 20th. So that's the same week, a couple of days before your bond hearing. On March 20th at 8:30 in the morning by Zoom video conference, there will be a hearing to determine whether or not there is enough evidence or sufficient evidence to keep you detained in jail on this charge. Okay. I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you, so you will have counsel present on both court dates and to advise you along the way. Do you have any questions regarding the information I just gave you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a single dad. I've been raising my daughter since she was 4 months old. She's 11 now, and my mom's disabled. And my probation officer knew that I was evicted, so I've been sleeping in the driveway every night, and my daughter's been staying at my mom's. So I was registered. I just wasn't there, I guess, when they came by because I was working.
Okay, well, that may be very well the case. I just don't. I think your probation officer needs to have an opportunity to weigh in. The state needs an opportunity to weigh in. And I think at that time, during the bond hearing date, this issue can be addressed again. But today, I just won't set anything today. Okay. But I've given you an attorney. I've provided you with 2 court dates. And so you should be able to get this resolved sooner rather than later.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take care.
Well, I'm kind of envious, like they keep calling you and you, but we can't. Yeah, we have inmates. I mean, they have been open before.
May I have your name, sir?
Okay, well, can you see?
who is that talking? How is she possibly louder than everybody? I don't understand. Vicky, don't worry too much about it. I have an idea. I can't talk about it until minutes before, so, but I think I got us all covered for tonight. Goat cheese is great, Michelle. One of my favorite breakfasts that I dated this guy for a really short period of time, but he was like a breakfast guy. Like he would wake up in the morning, like say it like it's so foreign. I'm like, he would like wake up every morning, like in the morning time, and like make breakfast to eat like before 9 a.m. or 9:30, like weekdays and weekends. Like, oh my God. I know most people wake up in the morning, but for me, I am not most people. I'm very different. So I have a very different schedule, which is why I have a really cool boss. Me. I'm my boss. Actually, I've had lots of jobs where I have to wake up early in the morning and do different things, but on those days I would never make breakfast for myself. Are you fucking joking? No. 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 That's just not how I roll. There's just never a part of me that's hungry enough until in the morning to buy or to make breakfast by myself, like for no, like it's just not happening. So often I'll eat breakfast, even if I wake up around early, I won't eat breakfast until lunch, like 12 or after. It's just the way my body works. I realized actually I used to do one meal a day and I intermittent fasted by accident. And I mean, I was skinnier. During COVID, I started eating 3 times a day instead of once a day, and I gained a lot of weight. But now I'm sort of like a little bit because I now work from home all the time too, and I cook at home, and food makes me happy. That's part of the problem. We cannot tie food to our emotions, Paisley. You need to work on those emotions instead of just filling them with food. Okay, sorry about that little therapy session. Let's keep going.
Is that Dylan Hill
Dylan.
or Dylan Hill?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so Mr. Hill, you've been charged with 2 offenses. They're both misdemeanors.
Is that?
Disorderly conduct and obstruction of an officer. I set the bond at $100 apiece, so your total bond amount is
Oh, I would love that, Michelle. Um, and coffee and cigarette sounds like the best breakfast to me. How sad is that? But I love it too, MB. Actually, most mornings, like my actual first food is coffee and a joint. Um, but I am, yeah, yeah. And Michelle, yes, I would love that. Are you on Discord? If you message me on Discord, I'll send you my address. Um, if you really mean it and you want to send me some stuff to try. I'd love to try things. I want to go to Australia really, by the way. But it's far away, so it'd have to be like a month-long trip at least to make it worth it. And I need to be serious about like safety. I was taken aback when I was in Florida with the lizards. Um, Short-term memory, Robbie. Well, here's the thing. My short-term memory already is incapacitated by having aphantasia, so no visual imagery. So I have a real hard time with some short-term memory things. And then also I have ADHD already. So in reality, don't notice much of a difference. I already have methods of dealing with a bad short-term memory. If you want me to do something, if I'm working for somebody, here's a great tip. If I'm working with you or for you and you want me to do something, you better fucking see me write it down. Because if I don't write it down, it is not getting done unless you're watching me do it. So if you walk up and say, "Hey Paisley, I need you to find this thing in the computer and send it to me." Unless I'm doing that while you're speaking to me, if I don't write it down, you cannot count on it getting done. That's a hard thing to explain to coworkers when you first start at a job. Um, but because you have to sort of admit to some own negative traits. We've talked about I journaled and it helped me a lot because it was basically my external memory. But some asshole stole my journal and gave me some journal PTSD. I'm not using that lightly. I'm being totally serious. I cannot get back into proper journaling. Haven't found the right book. Haven't been, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still working on it. I did manage to go through an entire journal recently, but yeah. Oh, and emailing is a good way to remember things, Erica. Oh, there's so many different methods, but post-it notes are one of my favorites. I travel with post-it notes, and in fact, when I go to hotels, the first thing that I do is put a post-it note on the back of the door that says like remember these things, and then I try and remember them. I remember I checked out of a hotel when I was in Florida and I was talking to the doorman. He was super duper nice. And I was like, oh, fuck, I left the post-it note on the back of the door. And he was super excited because he's like, oh, I'm going to see if the cleaning staff noticed that and took it off the door or not. Like, that's a great little quiz. And I was like, okay, well, I just sort of feel bad because that's not something normal that you would look for. But it's definitely on the back of the door.
$200. Do you understand your charges? Okay, your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. I've scheduled that for March 19th, 2024 at 8:30 in the morning. And it will take place by Zoom video conference. That's only if you're still in jail. If you bond out on this $200 bond before March 19th, you won't have to come to court because you've bonded out. You've waived that preliminary hearing by bonding out. You are also eligible to sign a waiver today to waive that court date ahead of time, or you can leave it scheduled. Okay, so I'll leave it scheduled on the system. And I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you, so you will have counsel present at no cost to you. You have any questions regarding the information I just gave you, Mr. Hill?
No, not at all.
Okay, take care.
I have to externalize everything, Erica. And here's what I found. Actually, one time this sort of backfired on me. I had a job and the guy was like, "This is your office. Organize it however you want." He literally had me have people come in and reorganize this office. And I was like, that seems excessive. I don't know that we need to go that far. He's like, "This is your office. You buy the supplies you need, do this, do that." And I was taken aback first. So it's a governmental agency, but also anyways. And so I did, and I externalized. I had a huge wall in front of me, and it became like a giant whiteboard. It had big projects going on, and I would make notes all over the wall, basically. I made it just like a giant, you can buy giant Post-it notes. I didn't know this, but you can buy giant, like poster board size poster notes that have sticky backs, and they come on pads, and they use them for meetings. But I was like, I saw them, and I sort of took them over. And so I would just make these like giant Post-it notes all over the walls, and then I would use that to organize my brain and do all these things. And I was pretty fucking good at it. My job was like getting done, things were happening. And then I remember one day my boss, what a dick he was like, so we just need you to like make your office less busy. And I was like, busy? What do you mean busy? Busy? What kind of busy? What are you talking about? And he's like, "Oh, the wall." And I'm like, "The wall of work? The wall of work? The wall of work? We're not worried about my like 3 pictures of my kid over here. We're worried about the wall where I've put all the work that you want me to do." And he's like, "Yeah, if we could get that, you've learned now. So why would you need that up still?" And I was like, "Oh, oh, you thought that was like a learning tool. This was like a lifetime tool for me." Um, Also, why does it bother you? Like, again, very, very weird to me when people bother about that. And he, again, was my boss, like, had nothing to fucking, like, do with any of it. Oh, it was so super frustrating. And again, I was like, I remember organizing projects, like, big deal things. And I was like, but this is like a linear project that I'm organizing over time, and there's like 3 locations, and we need all these different people for this audit and all these different things. And they were like, and I'm like, that's like, I'm sorry, but it has to be big and out in front of me. It cannot be in my brain. I can't keep it in my brain. It doesn't go in my brain. Like, I'm sorry. I wish it would go in my brain. Yeah. It was at one of my government jobs. I've had multiple government jobs. Uh, this was a complete office job, I'll say that. It wasn't a job where I had an outdoor office and an indoor office. I like having like a way, uh, like basically an office that's away from everybody because I always say, and if people laugh when I first say it, I'm like, oh my God, you will love my work, but you do not want to watch me do it. That would not make you happy. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, no, I'm being fucking serious. Actually, like, don't watch me work, please. Because, like, for them, they freak out. They're like, oh my God, like, how can you pay attention if you have YouTube and music and, your phone and all these different things? And I'm like, well, that's actually the only way I can focus. So, again, just don't watch. As long as I'm doing it, what does it matter?
Thank you, Lord, for the peace.
Anthony Howard.
Okay, Mr. Howard.
Judge is set by the bond.
All right, Mr. Howard, you've been charged with 1 misdemeanor of terroristic threats. I've set that bond at $500.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're charging the bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as a special condition, you are to stay away and have no contact with the alleged victim in this case, James Cannell Robinson Jr. Don't have any contact with him while this bond condition is in place.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, it looks like both of you all were arrested, and so just for your information, I'm putting that special condition for him too.
Ooh, we're gonna see him too. Okay, so why were they terroristic threatening each other? What a weird thing to do. That's a good bedroom quote too, but I like to have the lights on and the video camera going in the bedroom. Cellulite yoga pants. I mean, there's other reasons why I'm not good in an office setting, but we don't need to get into those at this point. The thing you should learn about from this video is that there are giant post-it notes available to you. Go get them.
To not have any contact with you because you're the named victim in his
Yes,
case.
ma'am.
Okay. Your next court date is the preliminary hearing date. I've scheduled that for March 19th, 2024 at 8:30 by Zoom video conference. And that's only if you're still in jail on March 19th.
Yes, ma'am.
If you bond out before March 19th, you've waived that court date by bonding out.
Yes, ma'am.
I will also give you the option of signing a waiver today to waive that court date ahead of time. Do you want to sign the waiver to waive that court date or leave it scheduled?
I'm trying to get the nasal sound in her voice that she has that but the face that I have to make is throwing me off. Did you want to wave? Like it is a high nasal voice she's got. And just to be clear, I know that I have an annoying voice according to a lot of people. Some people really like my voice, but some people fucking do not like my voice. And so this coming from, I understand I can be annoying, but her voice is like grating in a part of my ear that I didn't, normally doesn't get.
You can leave it scheduled, but I'll probably bond out.
Okay, so I will leave it scheduled in the system. If you bond out before then, you'll receive a new court date in the mail.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll receive your application for a court-appointed attorney.
I'll get my own.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. All right, so I'll indicate in here that you will hire your own attorney. You have any questions regarding the information I just gave you, sir?
I do not.
Okay, you may be excused. Have a good day.
Yes.
Good morning, may I have your name?
Your name?
Xavier Jones.
Appreciate it, sir.
So we're on
Straight down last door.
All right, so Mr. Jones, you have been charged with 3 misdemeanors. You have possession of marijuana less than an ounce. That bond is $500. You also have been in possession of a drug-related object. That bond is $500.
They say that.
And then you have a felony. I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier. I may have said 3 misdemeanors. You actually have 1 felony possession. Give me 1 second.
All the way back. There you go.
My hair is so long, I want to cut it. I need to resist. Reminder, Paisley, you are not qualified to cut your hair.
Okay, so the felony offense that you have is unlawful carrying of a weapon, and that bond is $2,000. So your total bond amount is $3,000. You understand your charges and your bond, sir?
With the unlawful gun, you said, because you said it was what now?
It's a felony, and I've set that bond at $2,000.
But it was in my name though.
Buddy, listen, dude. Don't talk about your case. Don't talk about your case. Don't talk about your case. You guys, I cut off like 1.5 or 2 feet of hair last year or 2 years ago. It grows so fast. It's already like literally waist length. If we're going with like waist. It's frustrating. But I get it. Because some people seem to have a hard time growing their hair very long, and so they're always like, "Oh my God, you're gonna cut your hair?" And I'm like, "Yeah, usually I'd go to somebody, but I'm now fighting the urge to just fucking cut my own hair, which is dangerous. I have no skill for that. None. I don't even have scissors for that. I have scissors that last night I was like, are these gonna cut a green onion? That's the only scissors I have. That's not appropriate. But there's a weird part of me that's like, you should look it up later. It's this evil part of my brain.
You don't know.
Okay, I mean, I'm just asking you whether you
It's just-
heard me and you understand the charge.
Okay.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just want to make sure you heard the charges and you understood the bond amount. All right, so your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. I've scheduled that for March 20th, 2024 at 8:30 in the morning by Zoom video conference. If you bond out before March 20th, you won't have that hearing because you're no longer in jail. But if you're still arrested and you have not made this $3,000 bond, then you will have a hearing by Zoom video conference like this proceeding today to determine if there's enough evidence to keep you in jail on these charges. I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you, Mr. Jones, at no cost to you. So you will have counsel present with you in court. Do you have any questions about the information I just gave you?
How much my bond total?
Between all three offenses, your bond total is $3,000.
I think the only thing I have going for me is the length, and therefore there's a lot of room for fuck ups. Lizette, I understand. And here's the thing, my sister is a hairdresser, but she's also 37 weeks pregnant. So I'm not about to ask my sister to do my hair, but I'm also not about to go and pay to get my hair done. So I'm gonna, just be me. And you can say whatever you want, Alana. But seriously, I feel like you get near Seattle, you'll do it for free, Lizette. Now we have to talk. Because I'm not that far from Seattle. And I have a passport. And I could go to Jack in the Box. We could get tacos. Okay, let's talk. Lizette, what I really want is a color correction. I don't know if you can even think about doing that. And I know that takes a really long time, but that would be my dream world, would be like to go blonde. But I know that's way a lot. So we should talk.
Okay. All right, take care, sir.
Last door to the right.
Good morning. What's your name?
McNair.
McNabb. My name's McNabb. What's your full name, sir? And yeah, I am totally into um Jack in the Box tacos. Partly because I'm cheap, which is what I want, like $1.39, so I'll eat like 10 of those tacos. Um, that would take a lot. I know it would take a lot of time, but we can talk. Well, let me see. She said F me to Kate. She did not, Vicky. Ugh. Sorry, I don't even want to get into that. Lizette, we should talk anyways about a cut, because that would be fun anyways, and I would love to meet you. I'll message you. Yeah, message me on Discord. And even just to get it cut proper, that would be great. So, also that's crazy, Vicky. I know. Don't feed the trolls, Paisley. And did he really say his name was McNabb? Also, by the way, let's see. Jack in the Box. Yeah, I've heard all, and also maybe no, I can't get hashtag not a sponsored yet. Jack in the Box. They should Jack in the Box chat me, or Jack in the Box should sponsor me. Oh, one day.
State your whole name.
Dewan McNair.
All right, Mr. McNair, you have been charged with 2 misdemeanor offenses. The first one is reckless conduct. I've set that bond at $1,500. Your second misdemeanor offense is discharge of a gun near a highway or street. I've set that bond at $1,500. Your total bond between both offenses is $3,000. You understand your charges and your bond, sir?
Yes.
Okay, your next court date, if you're still in jail, will be your preliminary hearing date. That will occur on March 19th, 2024 at 8:30 by Zoom video conference. If you make bond before March 19th, you've waived that court date by bonding out and you won't have that hearing. I will also give you the option to sign a waiver today to waive that March 19th date ahead of time. Do you want to waive that court date or leave it scheduled?
Well, I'm just gonna bond out before then, so I guess it waive so far.
You said you'll do what?
I'll be out before then, so I guess it waives my bond out.
So you want to sign a waiver? I understand you think you'll be able to bond out. Do you want to sign a waiver waiving that court date?
Yes.
Then, okay. So you will receive a waiver form there. So go ahead and sign that waiver. I'm going to indicate on here that you are waiving it as well. And so just keep an eye out for your mail because you'll receive your next court date, which will be arraignment. You'll receive that notice by mail. And I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. I am appointing an attorney to represent you at no cost.
Okay.
So you will have counsel present in court. You're welcome. You have any questions?
No.
Okay, take care.
Okay, so I'm just giving you guys a 15-minute warning. We're gonna do 15 more minutes of this, and then, so a 2-hour show, and then I will schedule the members only. Make sure to check in on it. It'll be fun. Oh, the Irish team and drama. I tried to stay out of that. I also forgot that I was a mod on that channel, and I was like surprised to see it. I was like, oh my god. But yeah. I'm not into drama like that. I'm not into fucking drama at all, honestly. And I am not fucking oh, Lizette. We should figure that out. But I'm just not into I'm mostly into creators helping each other create and do better. And that's the experience I've had with most creators. And I say that most, exclamation mark. are asterisks. Like, I feel like it's the incumbent upon us to do that. And what's funny is that and here's the thing about me, I really hate it when people sort of talk about any sort of like feeling trod upon here because um I don't block people unless you've done something quite egregious, and that even then there's a process to get unblocked. I'm very democratic around here. I understand that the reason I'm here is at your behest. In reality, I mean, I could sit here and talk to nobody, but in reality, of course, this is like us having conversations and talking about different things. And so I I understand that. And so we really have like no mods too. I know some of you hate that, but it's different around here. It's a really different ballgame. And because of that, it's very difficult for anybody to come in here and pretend like they had an issue because we are very open about what happens here. So it's just so simple to be like, I guarantee you that's not the way. And also, if you want to come in here and talk about things, you can. But and we talk about the way some people act and some things are, and mental health and all these different things that matter. But I also understand that drama is a fuel for YouTube Daddy, and that some people, unscrupulous or not, might just utilize that to their advantage. Here's the other thing. I utilize certain things to my advantage. Boop boops. No, seriously. I mean, gotta work what you got. Ain't no shame in that game or the hustle.
Next person. State your name.
Ryan Pickett.
Okay, so good morning, Mr. Payton. You've been charged with 3 misdemeanors and 1 felony. You have a misdemeanor pointing a gun at another. That bond is $2,000. You have a disorderly conduct, that's a misdemeanor. The bond is $500. You have a misdemeanor public drunkenness, that bond is $500. You have a felony possession of a controlled substance, MDMA ecstasy pills, and that bond is $3,000. So your total bond between all 4 charges is $6,000. You understand what I've mentioned as far as your charges and your bond, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your next court date is your preliminary hearing date. That is scheduled for March 20th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. by Zoom video conference. And that's only if you're still in jail. If you bond out before then, you won't have to have that hearing because you've waived it by bonding out.
Okay.
I did receive your application for a court-appointed attorney. And based on your responses, you don't qualify to have a free lawyer to represent you. So you will be responsible for hiring your own lawyer or making other arrangements.
What did I put that was wrong? That
Well,
Like, change the answer, Judge. We would like to know that though, Judge. Was it the money? Did he make too much money? Money.
well, based on your response, it looks like you indicated you make $5,500 a month.
no, I was going by like annually or however you put that. I don't really make them. I only work 3 days.
How much do you make a month, sir?
Honestly, I've been slow right now. Maybe $2,000, maybe if that. I mean, it ain't a lot, I'm living check to check, so. I
Okay,
was
so
thinking
you,
about like gross for the year, that's what I'm thinking, what I put on the application.
okay, so you only make about 2,000 a month?
Yeah, it's not making that much. I mean, sometimes
Okay,
I get paid, I gotta go straight to the gas station, it's that bad.
okay. Well, I will indicate, just based on your sworn testimony, that you only make about 2,000 a month. I'll go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. So you'll have counsel present with you in court, Mr. Payton.
Yes, man. Can I ask you one question though? My phone, wallet, and keys, like in my car, and they towed my car. They didn't give me my property, so I'm trying to understand. Like, I can't get in touch with nobody. I don't know nobody's number by heart.
I don't know how to assist
Sorry
you
about
with
this.
that.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't know how to assist you with that, but one thing you will have is a list of bonding companies to help you out. And, as far as whether you can contact some individuals to help you out,
Mhm.
you can probably talk to your lawyer, see if they can help arrange that. Maybe you can figure out the towing company and, call
Yes,
them.
ma'am. Because
I'm not sure.
I was like, if that was the case, I can like have the money in my wallet to bond myself out. But I'm not saying that they can get my property and release my property to nobody.
Yeah, well, I don't have any dealings with that. I don't have any information or details, so I can't help you there.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get assistance through your lawyer or the bonding company, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take care.
All right, you too.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to have members only. YouTube Daddy, did you hear me? We're having members only at 6 o'clock. I will post the members only shortly. And I believe it will be great. No, that's good. Yeah, it will be great. I am terrible at settings. You guys know that. But I will do my best to make sure that it is members only. Okay? So, 6 o'clock, that is coming up shortly. It's 5:26 here right now, so that's in, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. So I will just go ahead and set that up shortly, and then we will do that. We are going to do some really fun stuff. We're looking at some Texas things. It's going to be fun. A fun night. And remember, I hope you will join us tonight for members only. Okay? Thank you so much. I love all of you. All of you. All of you. That is in approximately 30 minutes. We will have our members only. My fingers are hurting. I mean, nothing's happening, YouTube Daddy. Everything's normal. Don't worry about it. Remember, I love you. I'm proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Please come by members only. I'm doing the air quotes.